Okay, everyone knows. The Rebbe tells us, the Rebbe educates us that we have to be cooking in Moshiach, and everything that we see, the first thing we connect to is Moshiach. So as we're coming up to Chanukah, the first thing that we think about Chanukah is Moshiach. In Chanukah, there's a lot of connections of Chanukah with Moshiach. We're going to start with the halachas of Chanukah. We're going to need to know when Moshiach comes. Like the Rebbe says in the Sikha of Balak, the Aleph, that we need to learn now the halachis that have to do with the times of Mashiach, because Mashiach's about to come, and we're going to need to know what to do. So, first of all, v'chlolos, is Chanukah going to exist? We know the Chacham tell us that when Mashiach comes, all the Yom Tevim will stop existing. There's a few exceptions. Chassidus in general explain that this doesn't mean the Yom Tevim won't exist. It means that there won't be. It means that there's going to be such a big gilui every day that the Yom Tov will be regular. But there are, like we said, some exceptions. And we're going to see about Chanukah now. There are some people. You look at number 1 on this paper. The Ben Yishayel, he writes that when Mashiach comes, we won't celebrate Chanukah anymore, because it says that the lighting of the menorah is Ash Dich Regalim and Ashok. And now, which refers to the time of Golus, when Yidden are in the marketplace, we're busy doing our Avodah. When Mashiach comes, our Avodah will be finished, and then it's going to be Tich Regalim and Ashok, and there'll be the salesman of lighting menorah. We won't light menorah anymore. Similarly, we find in the Sefer Magid Mesharim, the Sefer from Rav Yosef Karo, that he had a Geluyim from a Magid that appeared to him and told him different things. One of the things he writes over there, that the Yom Tevim, when Mashiach comes, he teaches what does it mean the Yom Tevim will be batal. It means that we won't do the mitzvahs of them anymore, but we're still going to thank Hashem and praise Hashem. That's the idea of Chanukah. Chanukah and Purim are Yom Tevim, which aren't from the Torah. There's no mitzvah there yes on Chanukah and Purim. That they're made by the Chachamim to thank Hashem. And that's why all the Yom Tevim will be batal besides Chanukah and Purim. Because we mean to say that all the Yom Tevim will be like Chanukah and Purim, that all the Yom Tevim will be just the Indian of shiur, of Hallel to Hashem. They won't be lighting the menorah of Chanukah. On the other hand, we have, starting from a clear, very clearly in Igeres Atil, in which is written by the brother of the Mariel. So here number 3, he writes, Kol Ameidim Tilun Chutz V'Chanukah Purim. Everything's vater besides for Chanukah and Purim. He explains over there the reason is because all the Yom Tevim are celebrating going out of Mitzrayim and things like that, and right now those nations aren't around anymore, they're not bothering us anymore. The concept of Chanukah and Purim, which that the Goyim are trying to get us to go against the Torah, it's like it's a different type of Yom Tov, and that always exists. And that's why Chanukah and Purim will never be batal. The Ramban, number 4, he writes about after the Nisim brought the Karbonis, Aaron was upset. He says, it's not fair, why don't I get to bring a Karban? Hashem told him, you get to light the menorah, and your candles are never batal. The Ramban writes that this is referring to the Neiros Chashmonai, the candles of the menorah, which they're never going to be batal. And the Shulchan Aruch on the side there's a Hirush Ateres Kenim, and he explains the lashon of the bracha we make on menorah, lahadlik ner Chanukah. The word lahadlik, which applies in the future, he says it's a diuk to tell us lahadlik la'asalavi, that la'asalavi are also going to be lighting the menorah. Just like we say Mizrah Shir Liyem Shabbos, Liyem Shkoli Shabbos, la'asalavi, the same thing is lahadlik, that we're going to light the menorah, even the asalavi. Many places the Rebbe brings down the pile that Chanukah and Purim won't be batal. I got 2 examples over here. Number 6 on the paper, the Rebbe brings that they're keveya in a way that it's going to be never batal. In the area number 4, the Rebbe brings all these different mekaris. And also, number 7 on the paper, the Rebbe says, which speaks about the Noshin about Neiris Chanukah that Inam Tin Olam and the Arya says Nesal the Ikar that Chanukah itself will never be bottled. So before there's going to be Chanukah when Moshiach comes. Now there's going to be Chanukah, we need to know how to celebrate. So first of all, how many candles do we light? We know there's a Machlekes in Gemara. Bisilo says we start from 1, and the next day is 2, and the next day is 3. That's what we do until we get to 8 candles, like we do now. Beis Shammai says we start from 8, and we go down to 7, to 6, to Chulu, until the last day we light 1 candle. You know, when Mashiach comes, there's going to be, we're going to see how Gvura is going to be the Ikar, and Beis Shammai, and we're going to follow the Lacha, Bechlal, like Beis Shammai. Which means that when Mashiach comes, we're going to be lighting Menorah, like Beis Shammai. The Sicha, the Erev Chanukah Tafshin Nun, it says that since when Mashiach is going to come and be lighting like Beis Shammai, therefore we have to make sure to be prepared for this. When we make our Chanukah preparations, now you're going to be in yeshiva for 2 days of Chanukah, you prepare a menorah with 2 candles. It doesn't work that way. You need 8 candles. Because the first night, you're going to have to light 8 candles. You have to prepare and know the halachis that we're going to need to know. In the Sicha of Simchas Torah, Tafshin Nun Beis, the Rebbe explains that although in the beginning of Yemei Mashiach we're going to go according to Beis Shammai, but later on, as we get deeper into the era of Gula, and there's going to be revealed the Indian of Nimna and Nimnais, how opposites could be together. So now with Vanazah, the halach has to be like one way. We can't do 2 opposite things. Mashiach comes, and later on, going to be a Gila of the Nimna and Nimnais. We're going to be going according to both opinions together. Make sense? No, okay, when Mashiach comes, we'll understand. Actually, there's Shai Yisachar brings, he says that we're going to be lighting every night. There's 2 menorahs, 9 candles every night, 1 going up and 1 going down. So, now, what happens if Mashiach would come in the middle of Chanukah? So he started lighting one way, and now the Lach is going to switch. So there's Shakratayim, different places about this. If some of the Svaris are, it depends on the Shita. Why do we light 1 candle or 8 candles? Is it because it connected the amount of days? Or is it connected the amount of days coming or going? So then you can switch the middle. It's connected adding, or the Pariyachag that you're going decreasing, so it's not going to work to switch the middle. The different stories, whether or not we're going to switch if Mashiach would have came in the middle of Chanukah, and if we wouldn't switch, so would you continue lighting like Beis Hillel, or light only 1 candle since you can't light according to the halacha? Where are we going to light when Mashiach comes? And so the Rebbe says that there's number 11 on the paper. We're going to light now. We light inside our houses. And it's brought down in the halacha. The reason we light inside is because of Sakana. The Rebbe says that the attack of Vias and Mashiach is going to be the Seder of Manichia Pesach Besim Yivachutz. We're going to be lighting outside. When are we need a Tzarechiyun Menegeh. When we're going to be lighting, because we know we light Dafka at night. So Mashiach's son comes, we light the Kiyam Yar. So we have to figure out how to do that exactly. Okay, how many days is Chanukah going to be? We know now Chanukah is 8 days, which is different than every other Yom Tiv. Every other Yom Tiv, we have an extra day in Chutz La'aretz. The Minchas Chinuch, it's over here, number 9. If you turn your page to the side, you can see it. It's he writes that when Mashiach comes, and we're going to be Mekadosh Shapir again. So then, outside places far from Eretz Yisrael are going to celebrate 9 days of Chanukah because of Sveik Diyema. There are some people that argue, and they say, we're going to celebrate 9 days, so how are you going to light Menorah? We won't be able to tell what day it is. We light the amount of candles to see the day.
What would you say on Tevis?
On Chodesh Kislev.
There you go. 2020. Okay.
The shtochim didn't go out, but the Rebbe says that now it's the things of Xerim test. The Rebbe says that now with all the technology we're going to have, the Payil, everyone's going to know right away the Kriyas Chedesh. So with Payil, there's not going to be like this, because practically everyone's going to know right away. But for Inyan we would have 9 days. In Sicha Zeis Chanukah Lamed Ches, the Rebbe says that since it's Sveika Diyema. When does it start? When does Kiss? Yeah. People were really far. Tevis doesn't make a difference. When you start, it's 8 days. But in the Sicha Zeis Chanukah Lamed Ches, the Rebbe says that since having min and Torah is also Torah, so also on the day after this Chanukah, should also celebrate like this Chanukah because there is this inyan of the 9th day of Chanukah. There is another opinion they got on the paper also, number 10. Sefer, he writes that they really did. So then, since it was Rabbanan, they weren't misaking then an extra day.
And it'll become the rice plus lower.
That's not once it's. I guess then already was it then after already they were finished being catch up here? You? No, it was before. No, check the Minchas Chinuch over there. Another opinion that says the 8 days we celebrate now actually are mitzad Sveika D'Yema. You know the famous question: why is Chanukah 8 days? What was the miracle of the 8th day? If there's enough oil for 1 day and it lasted 8 days, that means it lasted 7 extra days, not 8 extra days. There's seven miracles, not 8. So there are many, many answers given to this question. Obviously, we know the Rebbe's answer that the candles were burning and not burning at the same time. But in this, in Chanukah Sefer, he brings that it's taka 7 days, and the reason we celebrate now 8 days is because of Sveika D'Yema. When Moshiach comes, we're going to celebrate 7 days.
There's no Yidden to live, but it's not by shame so hard that the Chafredi wouldn't know.
The other by shame they actually
Where they live by shame?
Egypt,
In
Spain.
Spain's further.
Okay, now when Moshiach comes, we're again going to be lighting menorah in the base of Mikdash, not just in the base of Mikdash itself, but outside in the Chotzer, B'Chatzis Kachecha, we're lighting menorah for Chanukah, public menorah lighting. And who's going to be lighting that menorah? The Sicha, the 3rd day of Chanukah, Tashin Aleph, Rebbe says that Aaron HaKohen will be lighting that menorah since right before that is going to be the lighting of the menorah in the base of Mikdash. So he has his din theme where he's ready lighting the menorah. He'll be the one to light the menorah outside. There's another Sicha, the 1st day of Chanukah, or the Zweite Lichta of Chanukah, Tashin Aleph, Rebbe says that Lav Davka Aaron, Lav Davka just a Kohen, but everyone will be lighting the menorah B'Chatzis Kachecha. Now, there's a Indian of a Megillah that was written for Chanukah. I didn't have enough time to research this properly, but they brought two Makaris in the paper from the Tzaf Naspaneach. He writes that Meher Minu Moshiach's going to come, and we're to be Niskalatos the Megillah that the Zikni B'Sham Yisrael wrote about Chanukah that we don't have now, and Moshiach's going to come. We're having Nevi'im will be revealed to us. Also, maybe from Masech the Sefer, Hilachos Glenis Masech Seferim, that they wrote Megillah Beis Cheshonai, and it's although there it's actually Amid Kain L'Urm of Itumim. There's different as far as exactly what this Megillah Chanukah is. Is it something we have now called Megillah Cheshonai, Megillah Antiochos, or it's something that we don't have now because it says we're only going to have when Mashiach comes? Okay, now just Yutas Kislev is coming up before Chanukah. Is Yutas Kislev, the Rebbe says also is going to be lasting year when Mashiach comes. First of all, there's a saying of Chassidim like this, that the Indian of Yutas Kislev is via Mashiach, is Yefutzu and Sach which brings to Mashiach. So obviously it's still going to exist when Mashiach comes. The Alter Rebbe himself said, he said it's being Kiveh as a Me'it Midi, and also they use Lashon that the Chanukah is Kvom, they were Kiveh, that it's something Nitzchi. And the Rebbe also brings, it's number 14 on the paper, that this is also, that Yudas Kislev is also Shech to Chanukah. And Rebbe says how Chanukah is connected to Mashiach. The 8 days of Chanukah is the Shmein and Tzich Yodam. And Yudas Kislev is also connected to Mashiach. Uvimela, Yudas Kislev will also be still existing when Mashiach comes. Uvimela, we should have ready to come to Mashiach. We're lighting the candles. Maybe I'm not sure which step will be at lighting 8 candles, lighting Beishamar, lighting according to both opinions already, but whatever it is, we should prepare, be ready to do whatever it is we need to do. And we should already see the Aaron HaKohen, it says Aaron HaKohen Shevdirenu, so lighting them there in the Beis Mikdash, they can be at the Namish. Yechi Adinenu Rin Malch Mashiach Len Avad. Yechi Adinenu Rin Malch Mashiach Len Avad. Yechi Adinenu Rin Malch Mashiach Len Avad.